juice, I know you're thirsty. Drip, drip, I got the juice.
Hey, it's Candy Coated AB. Most of you know me as Candy or AB or even Albany. I wanted to come and speak with everybody today about a recent decision that I just made to have breast augmentation surgery. I put together a small compilation of questions that I figured would be asked as soon as I got the procedure done and it was noticeable. I know I'm going to get asked these questions over and over and over again, so I made this video just so I can just send the link. All questions will be asked, and I won't be out of breath, y'all. I got asthma. I can't keep answering questions like that. I barely got breath, okay? Am I more nervous or excited, being that it's the night before? No, I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea. I've been waiting on these tickle bitties, you know what I'm saying, so I can do this up in the salsa club and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I can say it with my chest, little ass, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been waiting on these, so I'm excited, you feel me? What made me want to do this? I want to feel stuff out like a woman. I'm 30 years old. I've had the same breast, or should I say chest, since the 5th grade, okay? So, you know, I work out every day, and I push up, and I push down, and I build pecs, you know, but you can't build breasts. Was I nervous to tell my mom or anyone close to me? No, I was nervous to tell my mom, maybe, more so of her reaction. But she was like, honey, I raised you and your brother to be whoever you are, whoever they may be. If you want some breasts, get you some breasts. I was like, yes, I'm getting breasts. As far as me being nervous to tell anyone else, no. I told people who I wanted to tell, people who have genuine energy and want to, you know, see me succeed, positive energy, people who I know want to see me be great. But people who I know have no interest in that, I had no interest in letting them know. Am I worried about not being satisfied with the outcome? I am not. I am confident in my doctor. I am confident in this energy that I've had about these things. I'm confident in my God. I am confident that this is going to go smoothly. And I'm confident that I will have great healing and a speedy recovery. And I will be back here to show you all proof. What all did I do to prep for the surgery? Goodness, let's make sure I tell you everything that I did. I had to change my piercings to plastic piercings. I had to get button-up bras and zip-up bras and button-up shirts. I had to clean my house from top to bottom, disinfect everything. I had to wash everything. I had to put everything at a certain level so that I make sure I don't reach up high. I had to make sure I have appropriate help. I had to meal prep from a dog. Like, I literally did a lot of things to prepare for this. I got comfortable clothing, everything. Anything you can think of, you name it, I did it. How will I react to people's opinions to my decision to have cosmetic surgery? I won't, because I don't care. You didn't pay for it. You don't have to go through it. Your opinion, you're entitled to having that baby by all means, but I don't want to hear it. I do not care. I am going to bask in the ambience of my new breastises, and your opinion is going to flutter in the wind, okay? All right, be blessed. In doing this, I want to say that I'm not promoting cosmetic surgery. This is just something that is for me. It's specifically something that I'm doing for myself, a choice that I made for myself. If you do not want to do this, you do not have to. It's not for everybody. However, I feel like it's the right choice for me. So this is a choice that I'm making for myself, without permission, without opinions, without anything, because this is my body and I feel like I don't need that from anybody. I don't need validation. So I'm going in full speed, head first. Well, chest first, but I'm going in that thing. Hey y'all, it's the morning of the surgery. I'm headed to have my procedure done. I'm super hungry. Haven't eaten since last night at like 11. Woke up hungry. So I cannot wait to get this done and over with so that I can eat. I'm hungry. Y'all keep your fingers crossed. We're going to pray for a safe recovery. I got my prayer call in this morning. I'm feeling really good and just over exuberated, liberated, and ready. Let's get this done. Hey everybody, I just left my procedure. I feel amazing. The procedure took like 20 minutes, literally 20 to 30 minutes. I feel great. However, I just got food. I'm going to go home, take my medicine, and rest for the rest of the day. And I'll get back with you all in a few days and let you know how my healing process is going. Today is day 5 since I've had my breast augmentation surgery. I want to let you all know some things that I can and can't do. I can't lift my arms up over my head, even though after my surgery, I somehow managed to do a photo shoot outside of the cosmetic office, and in one of the photos, my hands were completely over my head. I am unable to put pressure on my arms. Like if I try to get up out of the bed, I can't like push down and get up because it hurts like in this area, around the sides and in the front and up under. It's hard to put on deodorant. You need deodorant. I had braids in vlog 1. I somehow managed to take my hair down today. This is day number 5. I did take my hair down and I washed my hair and deep conditioned my hair. Yes, I did it on my own. Yes, I know I'm doing too much. Don't try this at home. Opening doors, twisting and pulling doors. It hurts. Opening the refrigerator door. It hurts. Do not open the washer. Don't try to dig in the washer and get clothes out. I know, y'all, I've been doing a lot. Wiping yourself. My mama always taught me front to back. You wipe front to back, not back to front. Somehow, I done made that thing work, okay? I'm going to just say that without giving y'all TMI. I have to sleep on my butt. So sleep sitting up. Sleep like this. Don't move. Sleep like this. Don't change, okay? Once you get the implants, it's a heavy feeling on your chest. It feels like maybe a boulder or someone's pressing down on your chest. It's going to give you a little bit of a shortness of breath. I told y'all before, I have asthma, so when I came up at that thing, I was... You know what I'm saying? We could have dropped the track. Sudden movements. Don't make them. Lifting restrictions. Do not pick anything up, okay? If you don't have to pick it up, don't pick it up. You will feel muscle tightness on the top of your chest, on the side of your chest, on... Some tightness right there. For me, I ice. I ice the top, I ice the sides, I ice the bottoms. Whenever they're swollen or they're sore, I ice. I put a heating pad on my back because my back has become painful from the way that I sit and sleep. I have to sit up and sleep the same way every night for about 6 weeks, which is fine. You know, I'm not pressed. I just want these babies to be sitting pretty while I'm sleeping sitting. Okay? What? Hey guys, I'm back. It's day 11. I'm going to answer some questions that I've been asked since my last post. What type of implants did I get? Gummy bear. Was I nervous to have surgery? I was not nervous to have surgery because I don't know. This was my first surgery. I just was so pumped about getting put under. I wanted to know what it was like. I don't know, that's kind of weird, but I've always wanted to know what it was like to get put under. So I was more anxious and excited than nervous. I don't believe I was nervous. Was I nervous? Yeah, I wasn't nervous. On the day of surgery, I got there, got some lab work done, and my doctor came in, and as he marked me, he asked me, how I felt. I let him know that I was really excited. And then the anesthesiologist, Marla, came in, and she gave me her Marlarita. Before you know it, I was out like a light. I woke up in the recovery room, and they were wheeling me out to the car. Fun fact, I have asthma. My doctor has me on Symbicort and Singular already just to expand my lungs, and I've been on it for a while. I learned that Singular helps prevent capsule contracture. So you might want to look into that. If you're not already on it and you do have asthma, you might want to look into that as a CYA thing. I don't know if that would be a CYA or a CYT. So cover your tits, Nipple piercings, I have them. My doctor let me keep them in with surgical plastic. I have heard that some people will lose feeling in their nipples. However, I did not. Mine just got more sensitive. So, like, when I touch them, it feels like I just got them pierced. When you have surgery, you get bloated. Nobody told me that I would have bloating or trapped gas. It was the worst part of the recovery process. The pain wasn't anything. The pressure wasn't as much discomfort as the trapped gas and boo-boo that was building up. I wasn't able to move my bowels for about a couple of days. I took Colace, Miralax, fiber to help. So the Activia yogurt, bananas I ate. I drank peppermint tea, smooth move tea, and it got me smooth moving. Apple juice, apple sauce. Anything that's gonna get those insides moving around, you're gonna want it in your fridge and in your body, because trust me, you're gonna be uncomfortable in the mid area. Some people are able to bathe after. However, my doctor told me don't get my bandages or stitches, whatever I have under here. I didn't even ask shit. I just let him put it under there. But he don't get it wet. He said don't get it wet. So I've been bird bathing the top of my top half in the sink, and then like taking a bath in the tub running Epsom salt, because Lord, I need Epsom salt for my coccyx, the bottom of my butt where I have to sit on and sleep. I've been needing the Epsom salt for that. So you're gonna have to do that. Nobody tells you the real things, but I'm gonna put you on game. I got you. Driving, I was not able to drive until after a week and a couple of days. Turning, when you put the gear in place, opening the car door, putting your seatbelt on, all of these things, they just take the time you need. Pain medication. I was in more pressure than pain. My doctor gave me pain medication along with my antibiotics. When my antibiotics ran out, I stopped taking them. However, I stopped taking my pain medicine after the third day, and I transitioned to ibuprofen 800 if I had any pressure. No pain, really. I know Janae Aiko, when she made that song, The Pressure, she was talking about her chest, you know. Like, she was talking about her friend that had got her breast done, because the pressure. Time off from work. If you work and lift anything at work, I would suggest maybe 2 weeks. Don't overexert yourself quicker than you can heal, because you might extend your healing process. Before I had my augmentation, I worked out, ate healthy, and when I say ate healthy, ate clean eating. I changed my diet. I worked out consistently for about 6 to 8 months. I didn't drink alcohol for a month before, and I'm still not drinking until about 2 months after healing, because I just don't want to extend my healing process. I've been taking sea moss per usual, drinking more fruit smoothies with organic fruits, and eating more veggies. I just want to kind of speed this thing up, give my body what it needs so that it heals properly. People keep asking me, what size did I go to and why? However, I'm not able to tell you what size I went to. I just know that before I was a somewhat A cup, maybe a double A. I was like a 12-year-old boy in the chest. It's okay, I know. But now my doctor gave me 345 cc's in the left and 360 in the right cc's, because 360 cc's in the right, and you will learn what cc's are in just a moment. But he did that because my right boob was slightly smaller than my left boob, so he bumped it up a little, so now they're even. Where did I get my cosmetic surgery and why? I got it in my hometown, Nashville, Tennessee. Why not? It's where all my support system is. Though I didn't tell many people, that's where my support system is and where most of my support was. If I had any issues post-surgery, I would be able to just go into my doctor's office without having to catch a flight or anything. Most doctors that work on people out of town, they won't see patients with other work from other doctors. I don't know how I should have worded that, but you get what I'm saying. So to make everything copacetic, I went to someone here. He was amazing. I'm going to tell you about him in just a second. Dr. Ingram at Marvel Cosmetic Surgery. That was my doctor. That was my cosmetic surgeon. I can't even say my doctor. He was amazing. He was more than a doctor. He was a comforter. I didn't need comforting. He was super cool. He was like, when I went in, he was like, what do you want? You pretty much know what you want, so let's give you what you want, and this is what I think you need, and you want to look natural as possible. And he did it. Like, he made me look so natural. Oh, I know y'all want to see it. I'm not going to let you see it. I have to go into my doctor's office on Thursday. That's in 3 days. It's now Monday, so I have to go on Thursday for removing of my bandages and to get an interview from Dr. Ingram. Stay tuned. Most people believe that when they come for a breast augmentation, they can just give you a desired cup size and they get that. Can you please explain why measurements are done in cc's instead of cup size?
Absolutely. And the first reason is just that cc's are just the way that scientists measure everything. So it's just the metric system. We're going to put something in your body that's going to have a certain volume, and we have to have a reproducible way of measuring that. So that's why our measurements are done in cc's.
Okay.
The reason that it can't tell you cup size is because you can change your cup size by going to a different store.
Okay.
So if you go to Victoria's Secret, everybody's a C or a D. If you go to the old lady store, you're probably going to be a B or a C.
Okay.
If you go to Nordstrom's, you're going to be a little smaller. So cup size really just depends on the manufacturer, and also how full you are, how loose your skin is, all sorts of things like that. Whereas the cc's of the implant is just a precise measurement of the volume of the implant.
Great. Please give a brief summary on why you would suggest the gummy bear implant versus the saline or silicone.
Absolutely. So the gummy bear is just it's a form of silicone implant, and it's sort of the thickest form of silicone implant. The advantages of the gummy bear implant are it gives you more fullness in your upper pole because it's not as liquidy, so it doesn't hang down as much. And it imparts a shape more to a person. So after a mastectomy, I'd like to use a gummy bear. Okay. So if you want upper pole fullness, or if you are a reconstructive surgery patient. Okay. Whereas the softer silicone feels a little more like breast tissue. And the saline implant, its biggest advantage are two things. Number one, the price. It's a lot less expensive. It costs about, I think, a fourth as much as it costs for us to buy a gummy bear implant. Okay. And then also, some people just have heard things that make them afraid to have silicone. And if you don't think that silicone's right for you, it's not right for you. So you should have saline.
Nipple versus underneath the breast. Please tell me what determines where you make your incision when going in for a breast augmentation.
Right. Almost every time I like to make the incision underneath the breast. And there are two reasons for that. The first is that when you're putting in a breast implant, what you're really doing is you're creating a floor that the implant's going to rest on. Okay. And I can do a better job of fixing something right here if my incision's right there. And I think everyone in the world can. Secondly, it's been shown in studies around about 5 to 6 years ago that when you go through the areola, the underneath the nipple incision, not only do you put bacteria in the blood, which everyone knew because there are obviously bacteria in your breast tissue and in your ductal tissue, but also that those bacteria do increase the risk of capsular contracture, which is the firmness. So about the only time that I do an incision around the nipple now is if someone has what's called a constricted lower pole, or if they have what's called Poland syndrome, where they can have actual rib and muscular abnormalities where you really need to weaken the tissue on the bottom to stretch it. And in those patients, you can actually have the implant come through the bottom if the incision's down there.
Okay, nice. Please explain why you chose to put my implant over the muscle versus under the muscle.
Right. Over the muscle is my preferred way of putting an implant because your breasts are naturally over your muscle. So anything that more accurately reproduces the anatomy is going to look more natural. Some people don't have enough tissue in the top part of their body, though, the top half of their breast, in the top half of their breast to hide the implant. Okay. So when you are not a heavy person by any means, and you're in great shape, but you had enough breast tissue, not fat, to camouflage the implant. So for that reason, we want to do the most natural thing, And since breasts are not naturally behind your pectoralis muscle, it's more natural to put them in front.
How is my demeanor going into surgery?
You were excited and a little bit nervous going into surgery.
All right.
So you were really, really right in the normal range of people going into surgery.
Okay.
Out of surgery, you were a little sedate, but you woke up a little faster than most people. And
I heard.
I think you were just a little more yourself, I think, after. So.
I heard. I'm so sorry about that. So it's been 2 weeks, 14 days since my surgery.
That's right.
How am I healing?
You're healing perfectly. Today we took your stitches out. Not a problem at all with your healing. You're swollen like everyone is at this point. And like we talked about today, I like to start people early with the exercises to move their implants around. So we're going to start pushing down on the top part so that your implant fills the skin capsule on the bottom, rather than just the breast tissue capsule. And we want to just have things a little fuller on the bottom, and I'll get away with a little of the swelling and the pressure on the top part of your breast.
You have for someone who is considering getting cosmetic surgery but isn't quite sure?
Right. You know, I think the best thing, and that's a pretty broad question. So, you know, the first thing is think about it. You know, do you really want to have it? And if you really want to have it, you know, why do you want to have it? Do you want to change how a certain part of your body looks? And if you want to change how a certain part of your body looks, cosmetic surgery is great for you. If you want to make your husband stop cheating on you or something like that, cosmetic surgery is not going to do it.
I love it.
You know, make sure it's the right reasons, and then call a doctor who you trust and talk to him. Talk to him or her, and you guys come up with a plan that'll work for you.
Love it. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Ingram.
welcome. It's good seeing you.
Drip, drip, I got the juice, I know you're thirsty. Lay it down and put it on you in the worst way. Putting cake in your face, it's your birthday. Have you calling out of work every work day. Worst case, have your ass on lock. And I need a gynecologist, so what's up, doc? Got your finger on my trigger like you carry a Glock. Now you out here catching feelings, trying to buy me a rock. Stop, after we finish, put your clothes on. Can't stay the night, you got to go home. Commitment, that's a no-go zone. Make like Manny Fresh and get your roll on. I told you before that this ain't that. You just killed the pussy, time to bury the cat. Got secretions on your seats in the back of the lap. How I know I got the juice, we got matching tats. Drip, drip, I got the juice, I know you're thirsty. Drip, drip, I got the juice.
You got the juice.
Drip, drip, I got the juice, I know you're thirsty. Drip, drip, I got the juice.
You got the juice.
Drip, drip, I got the juice, I know you're thirsty. Drip, drip, I got the juice.
You got the juice.
Drip, drip, I got the juice, I know you're thirsty. Drip, drip, I got the juice.